Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. How's it going out there? Let's see if we can get some people in the chat. Please give me a thumbs up if the stream is coming through clearly. Then we got a lot of talk. We got a lot to talk about today, and some pretty mind-blowing stuff. So hope you guys are all ready for a good stream. Got 13 in the chat. Hold on. Give me a thumbs up. First person to hear this. Hello, Slick Rick. Hello, John Montoya. Thanks for the thumbs up. Just waiting for some more people. Hello, Coffee Girl. Hello, Juan Francis. Hello, Janelle Gonzalez. El Paculi, what's up? JJ Recon. Tina. Visionary Vet. Jared Martin, NGCPH. Casey Jones, what's up, brother? Nice to see you all tonight. So this is, man, I mean, I've got such, this is such a decode, man. Like this is, let's just start with the whole hurricane thing. Okay. Well, let me give another minute and then we'll jump into it. But I mean, this is some crazy stuff. All right. We've got storms, we've got bad blood. We've got Trump, we've got hurricanes, we've got Templars and Jesuits, we've got the Order of the Solar Temple. Might as well be the Jesuits. But yeah, we got so much to talk about. And it's all going to be revolving around October 5th. And of course, today and tomorrow, the storm is coming, Hurricane Helene, right? And this is going to be just a huge overview of all the stuff that's happened over the past years with this storm statement. Remember Trump with his calm before the storm. And now just days before the anniversary of that statement, you have the huge storm getting ready to hit his state that he calls home, right? Florida. And it's also tied to Georgia. What's up, brother Kevin? KC Golf Fishing. Guys, make sure you check out my brother KC Golf Fishing's channel. He's out there in Montana and other places doing golfing and seeing some amazing stuff. So much love to you, brother. Hope you're well. Yes, there is an eclipse coming up on October 2nd as well. This all ties into that as well. But first, let's just go in for the kill here. Let's go in for the kill, right? So this Hurricane Helene, is going to be hitting Florida. For me, in the EU or in the Europe, it's going to be hitting Florida on the 27th of September. Do you guys know what the 27th of September is? Do you guys know? Well, it's the birthday. It's the birthday of the Jesuits. September 27th, 1540, the Jesuits were founded, okay? Now, a storm is going to be hitting Florida on the birthday of the Jesuits. And how many years have the Jesuits been around, supposedly? Well, let's look. The Jesuits are turning 484 years old on this hurricane. 484. Now, what is this number, guys? Oh, that's the 22nd square. That means the Jesuits are turning 22 times 22 years old today on this hurricane. And why is that important? Well, the Jesuits equals 484. The Jesuits are turning 484 today and tomorrow. And that's the 22nd square. And what does the word storm equal? Oh, it equals 22. So do you guys understand, like, the Jesuits? And what does the Jesuit order equal? Oh, it equals weather control in 3 out of 4 base ciphers. 177, 69, 201, weather control. The Jesuits, you guys give me a thumbs up in the chat if you guys understand what this is all about. Perfect timing for there to be a storm on the Jesuits' birthday when they're turning 484, the 22nd square, and storm equals 22, and 484 is the amount of years. The Jesuits, 484, okay? 484 years from September 27th, 1540, okay? Now, notice they're both Fridays. So the Jesuits were founded on a Friday, and this storm is going to be pretty much hitting on a Friday. Now, it's going to probably make landfall a little bit earlier, but for me in Europe, it's going to be hitting on the 27th. It's going to be hitting on the Jesuits' birthday. Now, Hurricane Helene. Let me bring up the Jewish cipher real fast. Hold on. Hurricane Helene. Well, Hurricane Helene, sorry. Helene equals 83, okay? 83. So does the word flood equals 83, all right? And if you type in just the name of the hurricane, Helene, it equals 83, okay? So let me just bring up the 83s. So notice that Hurricane Helene equals 83, flood equals 83, and Helene equals 83. Okay, so huge connection with flooding. Okay, remember the god of storms, Enlil, also has the, oh, sorry, that's not how you spell it. Also has the 83. Okay, so the god of storms, the Babylonian god, right? And this is tied to Jupiter. Okay, Enlil, Jupiter. But yeah, Enlil, 83, Helene, 83, flood, Hurricane Helene, all equal 83. So, and don't forget, we're in the 23rd anniversary of 9/11, and 83 is the 23rd prime number. Okay, and we just hit 23 years since 9/11. Okay, so this is also connected to this 23-year anniversary. But let's talk about Hurricane Helene later on. We're going to get back to that. But the big takeaway is the Jesuits are turning 484 years old, and the Jesuits equals 484, okay? So let's go. Let's jump into the presentation. Thank you guys for coming in. Please hit those likes if you're just getting in. I think this decode's going to deserve a lot of likes here. So I appreciate it, who hit the like button. And yeah, so since we were talking about storms, we're going to talk about Trump. We're going to talk about the calm before the storm and how it ties in with what's coming in the next days. Between now and the 5th of October, there's a lot of things going to probably go on. Okay, first of all, the United Nations are meeting right now. Don't forget that. Remember, last year on September 29th, last year in 2023, there was a storm and a flood in New York City. And now the United Nations is meeting in New York City exactly a year later on September 29th, right? But yeah, we're going to talk about Trump, and we're going to talk about the WWE and Taylor Swift. Okay, so let's jump into it. So remember, Trump said on October 5th, 2017, he said, the calm before the storm, okay? Now, October is really the 8th month, okay? October does not mean 10. October means 8, okay? So October 5th is actually 8/5. So the reason that Trump says storm on 8/5 is because storm equals 85, okay? Now, Trump's calm before the storm speech will turn 7 years old on the 5th of this year, okay? And Trump will be returning to Butler, Pennsylvania on the anniversary of his calm before the storm statement. Remember, what happened to Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania? Well, Trump officially announces October 5th to return to Butler, Pennsylvania, the location of his first assassination attempt. Okay? What are the chances of that, guys? The storm statement, and now he's returning to that place he got attempted. He's returning to that exactly 85 days after he got an assassination attempt there. Okay? Why is that? Because storm equals 85. Again, October is 8, so 8-5, okay? This is happening 85 days after he was in Butler the last time, right? And don't forget, 85, Trump was born on 85 date numerology also when he was born. The year he was born, June 14th, 1946. You add all those numbers up, 6 plus 14 plus 19 plus 46 equals 85, okay? So the storm equals 85. That's why he's returning to Butler 85 days after he was in Butler the first time, okay? So that's the first connection. Trump is returning to Butler on October 5th, just like he said the storm October 5th. What else is happening on October 5th? Well, WWE is having an event on that same day that Trump's returning called Bad Blood. And it's going to feature a match called a Hell in the Cell match, a Hell in a Cell, okay? Notice the cage, notice the Bad Blood, October 5th, okay? So anyways, Atlanta, remember, this event is going to be happening in Atlanta, okay? Atlanta is where Trump got his mugshot. Okay, so you see how this is all about Trump? Bad Blood is going to be on October 5th, the same day that Trump's returning to Butler, the 7-year anniversary of his storm statement. It's going to be in the place where he got his mugshot, okay? And look, notice these guys are looking like his mugshot. You see how they're scowling? You see? This is the cover, right? And this guy right here, I've already made decodes connecting this man to Trump. Drew McIntyre, this man, to Trump, okay? So anyway, this is in Atlanta. That's why this is going to connect with the mugshot. It's connecting with Trump and Butler. It connects with it all, okay? Now, the first ever Bad Blood event was also on October 5th. Look at this. Look at this guy holding a head, kind of like, remember how that woman was holding Trump's head? So the Undertaker, which equals 201, by the way, he is holding the head. This is the first ever Bad Blood event. Bad Blood in your house, October 5th, 1997. So that means this Bad Blood on October 5th this year is the 27th anniversary of the first Bad Blood. And it's the anniversary of Trump's calm before the storm. Okay? Now, that day, back in 1997, on October 5th, at this Bad Blood event, a wrestler died before the event. Notice he has the one eye death symbolism here, like Trump, the one eye. You guys get it? Trump is often depicted getting the eye wound. But look at this, Brian Pillman, okay? He died of a heart attack, a blood issue. Yeah, he has Sampaku eyes, yeah. He died of a blood issue right before Bad Blood. He was supposed to be at this event, and he died before. And that was on October 5th, 1997. Again, the 27th anniversary of the upcoming event Bad Blood. Now, why is this important? This guy dies of a blood issue, a vein issue. His blood wasn't flowing. He had a heart attack. Okay, right before Bad Blood, right? Well, Brian Pillman died on the birthday of Travis Kelce, who's also born October 5th, 1989. The tight end who's dating Taylor Swift. Okay, why is this connected to Taylor Swift? Well, this is the slide to pay attention to. Again, Brian Pillman, he dies of a blood issue October 5th, 1997, right before the first Bad Blood. Now, this coming Bad Blood is on Travis Kelce's birthday. And Travis Kelce is dating the woman who sang the song Bad Blood with Kendrick Lamar. He's dating this woman. She did the song Bad Blood. Notice that the front of this says Band-Aids don't fix bullet holes. I mean, come on, this is nowhere near. This cannot be not connected to Trump, right? Trump gave his calm before the storm October 5th. Travis Kelce born October 5th. Bad Blood on October 5th. Now look, Bad Blood is on the 87 days left in the year. The word blood equals 87. And the word tight end equals 87. Travis Kelce plays tight end position in football, and he wears the number 87. And Kendrick Lamar, who sang Bad Blood with his girlfriend, equals 87. And Kendrick Lamar was announced to be the Super Bowl halftime performer for the next Super Bowl that ends the 105th NFL season. Okay? And remember, all this is happening on 10/5, which is like 105, and we're in the 105th NFL football season. So what are the chances of that, guys? Taylor Swift sings Bad Blood with Kendrick Lamar, and now her boyfriend is born the same day they're having the Bad Blood event. So watch out for some sort of falling out with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. But that's not the subject of this decode, but it's definitely in the cards. Kendrick Lamar's born in 87, Richard West says. Well, that makes sense. Okay. So anyway, all this goes perfectly with the Bad Blood. Okay. Now, Kendrick Lamar, the Bad Blood connects to the mark or the V word, right? The vax. Well, look at this. Bad Blood, again, on the day leaving 87 days in the year, number of the beast, 87, and the number 666 typed out equals 87. Okay, again, you have this. And remember, Travis Kelce was pushing the V word, right? This guy, Travis Kelce, number 87, pushing the V word. Okay, and his girlfriend talking about Bad Blood. Okay, now, again, Kendrick Lamar equals 87. He's performing at the Super Bowl next year. Okay. Now, there was a parody made off the Taylor Swift Bad Blood song, and it's called Bat Blood. Of course. Bat Blood, well, okay. What did they say started the COVID? They said it started from bats. So Bad Blood is not only referencing having bad blood with you and somebody else, like fighting with somebody. It's also referencing having bad blood. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Yeah, I know that BG, I'm not going to say his name because I'll probably get banned, but BG, you know, the guy in Seattle with the needle, he equals 87, right? So anyway, there was a parody song of Taylor Swift and Bat Blood, and Bat Blood was connected to COVID, right? Well, look at this. Trump's calm before the storm speech on October 5th, 2017 was 888 days before the COVID declared. And Donald J. Trump equals 888. Just like his book, The Art of the Deal equals 888. Mar-a-Lago, which was rated by the authorities, equals 888. And look at this. There's even articles, risk of blood clotting after the COVID. Bad blood. You guys get it? Just like Brian Pillman. Oh, Joseph says 5th of October equals 888. Oh, wow. Yep, 5th of October does equal 888. Look at that. I didn't even know that. 5th of October, 888. Okay. There's a Bad Blood event on Trump's calm before the storm. Okay. Remember, Trump equals 88 in standard gematria, right? But anyway, look at the word blood clotting equals 888. Again, from the Trump storm speech to the COVID was 888 days, blood clotting 888, Donald J. Trump 888. And Taylor Swift, the girl who sings Bad Blood, was born 15,888 days after Trump. Whoa, interesting. How interesting, right? And her boyfriend, again, is born on October 5th, the same day that Trump gave his calm before the storm. Not only that, you guys got to go back and watch my decode from earlier this year on the number 522 and how it's connected with the word blood. Well, look at how many months Taylor Swift was born after Donald Trump. Trump was born on June 14, 1946. Taylor Swift was born on 12/13, 1989. That means she's born exactly a span of 522 months after Trump. That's the blood number. Okay, you guys got to go back and watch this video about blood and how the word blood equals 522. Taylor Swift born 522 months exactly after Trump. Okay, Trump was born on a blood moon. Remember, here in my video, I showed it. Trump was born on a blood moon, right? So that's perfect. So that is not a coincidence. If you guys haven't seen this video, you go back and watch this 522 video. It shows this number connected with blood, okay? Now, this brings me to the WWE again, because remember, on October 5th in Atlanta, where Trump got his mugshot, WWE is having Bad Blood, okay? In State Farm, like farming, right? Oh, yeah, you're right, Joseph. 87 is 522 in Sumerian. Yeah, that's right. That's a good point. Wow. Okay, yeah, that's a good point. Anyways, look at this. In preparation for this Bad Blood event, it caused Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns to team together to fight the Bloodline. These two. This guy is connected to Trump's blood moon, but they're fighting the Bloodline. Roman Reigns, who used to be the leader of the Bloodline, is teaming with Cody Rhodes. Remember, I did many videos on these two characters fighting each other on the eclipse this year on April 8th. El Paculi says blood rituals equals 888. Wow, thank you. That's another good one. Blood rituals, 888. But look, in preparation for this Bad Blood event, the WWE had to use the song I Am the Storm. Oh, of course, because the event's on October 5th, right? And Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes are going to be fighting the Bloodline. At Bad Blood, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns will fight the Bloodline. And do you get the joke? Rhodes and Reigns? Rhodes and Roman? As in all roads lead to Rome? This is the first time that Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns will ever team together. And they don't like each other either, but it's clearly a joke to all roads lead to Rome. Okay? And I just showed you at the beginning of this decode. Hey, Joseph, did you see how many years old the Jesuits turn? Remember, at the beginning of this, I told you that tomorrow the hurricane is hitting on the Jesuits' 484th birthday. And in Gematria, the Jesuits equals 484. On the 484th birthday, the Jesuits equals 484. Okay? Not only that, 484 is the 22nd square, which means 22 times 22 equals 484. And what does storm equal? It equals 22. Okay? Yeah, I already showed that too, Joseph, how weather control equals the Jesuits, right? 177, 69, 201. See? The Jesuit order, weather control, a 3-cipher match. So what a perfect time to have a huge storm, okay? And don't forget, it's hitting Florida, where Trump is based out of. It's also going to be hitting Georgia, okay? So that's what I wanted to bring up next. This Bad Blood event where they used the storm, they were promoting this event in Atlanta with the storm. And look at where the storm's going to directly hit, guys. It's going to go straight through Florida. And it says Helene could trigger life-threatening floods in Atlanta. Oh, and I'm just assuming it's a coincidence that a few days before, the WWE, who's having the show in Atlanta, talked about I Am the Storm. You guys need to go listen to this song. Go find it on YouTube. Type in I Am the Storm and listen to the lyrics. Listen to the lyrics of this song. It's talking about a group of people creating chaos on the earth. That's literally what they're talking about here. By the way, I Am the Storm equals World War III. Let me just show you. I Am the Storm. $141, $69, $156. So notice this. World War III equals I Am the Storm and the Jesuit Order and weather control. You see this? And the WWE has this I Am the Storm song. And it's about going to war, right? And again, this is right now, as of right now, it's looking like it's going to directly hit Atlanta, right? And these men are both from connected to Atlanta. He played football at Georgia Tech in Atlanta, and he grew up in Atlanta. So these huge Atlanta connection. Remember, Atlanta equals eclipse in gematria. So it's connected to the eclipse that's on October 2nd. Remember, it's the Donnie Darko eclipse. You guys remember in the movie Donnie Darko, there's a tornado, right? And there's a storm in Donnie Darko. Well, October 2nd, 3 days before Bad Blood, is the eclipse that's connected to Donnie Darko, okay? So remember, at this Bad Blood event, they're having a match called a Hell in a Cell. And isn't it kind of interesting that the tornado or the hurricane that's going to hit Atlanta starts with the word hell? You literally have to say hell to say the word Helene, right? Hell in a cell, hell, right? HH like 88. Okay. Trump equals 88. So, I mean, perfectly synced with this. I mean, hell, we're talking about cell, right? Like in a cell, in a cage, a rat in a cage, like experimenting with stuff and with rodents in a cage. I don't know. But anyways, a lot of that stuff happened in labs, right? So now what else happened? Now this blew my mind, guys. What else happened on October 5th in history? Remember, we had Trump's calm before the storm, October 5th. We have Bad Blood, October 5th. Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift's boyfriend, born October 5th. Look at this. There's a secret society called Order of the Solar Temple. They're based off the Knights Templar. And they incorporated a mix of Rosicrucianism, Theosophy, and New Age. Okay? They have literally a Templar cross. Okay? Now, what happened to this group on October 5th? Watch this. From September 30th to October 5th, 1994, 53 members of the former members of the Order of the Solar Temple cult died in a series of murders and suicides. The Solar Temple, or the OTS, was a cult and secret society founded in 1984, active in several France. Okay, this connects to Pope Francis, right? France, Francophone, right? Frank. I talked about Frank. Frank equals Trump. Donald. Like the rabbit in Donnie Darko is named Frank. Okay. Anyway, this group was led by Joseph D. Membrau and Luc Jouret as second in command. It was developed an ideological concept of a transit to the star Sirius. What have I been talking about in my last decodes? What has Sean over at Widow's Son been talking about in his last decodes? The dog star Sirius. These people said that they were going to leave their bodies and transit to the star Sirius. They called this the Testament. They committed suicide on October 5th, 1994, because they thought they would leave their bodies and go to Sirius. Remember, Sirius equals 95. President Donald Trump equals 95. Okay? So that's not even it. So October 5th, right? They did this. Right here, in the letters, the OTS termed the act's transit, which they described in no way as a suicide in the human sense. They declared that upon death, they would acquire solar bodies on the star Sirius. Though members also gave Jupiter and Venus as alternate jet destinations. One letter declared, "We will leave this earth to rediscover in complete lucidity and freedom a dimension of truth and absolute, far from the hypocrisies and oppressions of this world, with the end of the producing of the embryo of our future generation." There's three different groups: the traitors who were murdered, the immortals who were helped in death, and the awakened who committed voluntary suicide. Wow. What in the heck is this, guys? This all happened on October 5th. They were found October 5th, 1994. Okay? The awakened committed voluntary suicide. This was the same year that Kurt Cobain committed, supposedly, suicide on, remember Kurt Cobain? And remember how Kurt Cobain connects to, so Kurt Cobain supposedly died on April 5th, 27 years ago, right? So, oh, he was 27 years old. Sorry. It's been 27 years since the last Bad Blood event. But anyway, Kurt Cobain died on the 95th day of the year. Okay. The Jesuits, their birthday is the day leaving 95 days in the year. Kurt Cobain, okay, 1994 on April 5th. That was the 95th day of the year. Why is that important, guys? Because later that year, the group called this group that I just showed you, hold on. This group, the Order of the Solar Temple, they committed suicide later that year, okay? They committed suicide on October 5th, 1994. Okay? That was exactly 6 months after Kurt Cobain died. Kurt Cobain died on the 95th day of the year. Okay? Now let's look at this. They wanted to go to the dog star Sirius. Sirius equals 95. President Donald Trump equals 95. And the name that they give this, hold on, OTS cult. Let me just find the name of the massacre. Hold on. So it was called the where is it? Sorry guys, I lost it here. What in the heck? What in the world? Does anyone see where this hold on. See, this is also connected to the AMROC, which is the Rosicrucians, right? But let me find, Why is it being so hard to find this? Here it is. Sorry. So look at this. The 1994 Temple massacres. So what do you think that equals in gematria? Remember, they were trying to go to the dog star Sirius, right? So let me show you. So here you go. The 1994 Solar Temple massacre equals 95, like President Donald Trump, and like Sirius. Now, remember, this massacre that they did was supposedly to bring them to Sirius, the dog star, remember? So remember, I've been talking about Shohei Ohtani and his dog star ritual, and then this happens. Okay? Now, there's a whole astrological connection to what's going on with the dog star. Yeah, October 5th. Yeah, the 5995 connection. Yeah. So anyway, let me go back to what I was saying. So that means this bad blood event is exactly 30 years after the Temple massacres. 30 years. And look, the Temple massacres occurred on lunation 888. Did I not just have a whole slide about that? This massacre occurred on the first day of lunation 888. Remember, Donald J. Trump equals 888. So there's a huge connection with that. Now, remember, in this write-up, they said that the members of the solar cult were trying to go to Sirius, but some members decided they would go to Jupiter or Venus. Why Jupiter and why Sirius? Well, Jupiter is the god of storms, guys. And now on the anniversary of this event, you're having the match where they promoted it with the storm. And who is this guy right here? Roman Reigns, right? Let me show you how this guy represents Jupiter and Sirius. Look at this, Roman Reigns. He has the shining star, but he also represents Jupiter because you see the lightning bolts there? You see how the middle part is a shining star, like Sirius is the brightest star, and you see how the lightning bolts come off? That's Jupiter, okay? The storm god. That's why the song they used to promote Roman Reigns is I Am the Storm. They're talking about Roman Reigns, Jupiter, the Pope, Jew Peter. You guys get it? Peter was the first Pope. Francis equals one. Okay, let me type in Pope Francis' full name. Jorge Mario Bergoglio. So he equals 105. Remember, this event is happening on October 5th, 105. Okay. And last but not least, we're going to look at why this is connected to Sirius. Okay. Now, these members of this cult, this sun cult, committed suicide to go to the star Sirius exactly 1 year after Sirius moved into the 104th degree of the ecliptic. So Sirius moved into the 104th degree of the ecliptic on October 5th, 1993, exactly 1 year before the Sirius transit death ritual by the solar cult. Right here, guys, you can see. Thanks, much love to Casey Jones Astrology in the chat. Jupiter is exalted at that degree. Yes, thank you. But look, Jupiter is exalted at this degree, and Sirius moved into this degree on October 5th, 1993, 1 year before this massacre. Okay? 1 year before this. And now, October 5th, 2024, oh, it's the 105th degree. Yeah, sorry. Jupiter is exalted at the 105th degree. That's why. Okay? And this is all about 105. But you can see here, I don't know if you guys can see it well, but Casey Jones sent me a screenshot of where Sirius was on October 5th, 1993. It was moving from the 103rd degree longitude to the 104th. Okay. And the reason that's important is because as soon as you start the 104th degree, you're moving towards the 105th. Okay. So why is the 104th connected to Rome? Well, Roman Catholic Church equals 104. Okay. Now, what else equals 104? Remember, this group was based off the Templars. Notice how Templars equals storm. So let me show you this. 85 and 104. So this group was based off the Templars, the Jesuits. Let's just put it that way. See, the Knights Templar. They even have the Templar cross. Okay? So Templar equals 104. Roman Catholic Church equals 104. Now Templar equals 85, like storm. And again, this all connects to this year and a bad blood event on October 5th, right? Let me just go back to the beginning. This all connects to Trump's storm statement and the bad blood that's coming this year. And remember, this connects to the V words too, right? Brian Pillman. Oh, I don't know if Sean, if you're still in the chat, look at this. Brian Pillman, who died October 5th, 1997, he was born in Ohio. Travis Kelce, born in Ohio. This guy who died on October 5th, born in Ohio. Do you guys remember what I've been talking about the last 3 videos? How Ohio is Sirius, the dog star? You know, how Columbus, the capital of Ohio, equals 595, like Sirius. Okay. So it all comes back to Ohio. And remember, Trump started all this by saying they're eating the dogs. Trump says eating the dogs. So Trump is famous now for saying they're eating the dogs in Ohio, which is exactly why the dog star and Ohio is all connected, right? Remember, we had Shohei Ohtani with a big Sirius ritual, and now October 5th coming up is the anniversary of this group who were trying to take their bodies, their spiritual bodies, to this dog star Sirius, okay? It's just mind-blowing, you know. And there was just another chemical leak. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. Yeah, the Kelce brothers, like the Sirius binary stars, yeah. And guess who else is from Ohio? Oh, this is going to blow your mind, Sean. You know that group that Chad Gable is leading? You know that group that Chad Gable is leading in WWE? Let me just show you. Hold on. Creed Brothers. So the Creed Brothers are born in Ohio. And they're the ones wearing all the stars now with Chad Gable. I talked about them earlier in the year. But they're from Ohio too, these brothers. So there's a lot of symbolism with these brothers out of Ohio. And yeah, I mean, and don't forget, guys, Ohio equals 47. Columbus equals 47. Trump equals 47. Oh, and just so you guys know, look at my name, Cody. My name is Cody, right? And I was born in Ohio. Just a fun fact. My name's Cody, right? I was born in Ohio, and I have a direct match to Ohio. And of course, Columbus is the capital of Ohio, which equals 47, like Trump. So there's a reason why Trump is always mentioning Ohio, right? Shout out to Jurassic Liars, who's been talking about this Ohio Trump connection for years. But I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? With the 47. Remember, government equals 47. President, 47. Okay. So it's pretty clear. But yeah, I think, let me see. Let me go to the chat and see what you guys have to say. Thank you guys. Please hit those like buttons. Like I said, you have all these events tying to October 5th. And again, this comes connected to Donnie Darko, Storm. You see how the show ends, right? So we have the Donnie Darko eclipse coming up, what I'm calling the Donnie Darko eclipse, right? And at the end of that movie, he's watching the storm. Just like we're about ready to have a storm hit Florida. So there's a bunch to talk about here, but I think there's even more that I'm forgetting. But let me go to the chat. So, okay, guys, drop your best comments in the chat. Joseph, no, I didn't mention that yet. Remember, Trump is coming back to Butler on October 5th. So let me just show you why that lines up. So remember how Trump got his ear wound on July 13th and to October 5th when he returns to Butler is 2 months and 22 days. So Trump's coming back to Butler 2 months and 22 days after he was shot there, right? And of course, in Satanic, Trump equals 222. Remember, the coronavirus was exactly 222 months after 9/11. Okay. And remember how Donald John Trump Sr. equals 222. Okay. So yeah, two months and 22 days after he was last in Butler. Okay. And the 8/4 is important too. Jurassic always says that Trump will get a head wound on 8/4. That's Obama's birthday, right? And don't forget, Barack Obama means lightning from heaven. So don't you think that this I am the storm thing probably connects to Obama? Remember, there was a lightning strike on Obama's birthday in 2022. Let's see. So from the lightning strike and Obama's birthday in 2022 to October 5th is 26 months and 1 day, or 793 days. Exactly 29 moon orbits. That's interesting. Oh, it's 222. Look at this. It's 222 again. 2 years, 2 months, 2 days. So October 5th is 2 years, 2 months, and 2 days after the lightning strike on Obama's birthday. Remember, Barack means lightning from a high place. Yeah, and don't forget, we just had the golf attempt on Trump's life on a golf course, and Donnie Darko starts on a golf course. Okay, yeah. So, Sean, let me go to the chat again. Hold on. I'm trying to keep up with the comments here. Hold on. Sean says, let's see. Hold on. 10/5 is a span of 17 days after Otani joined the 50-50 club. Remember, if you guys haven't been watching my last videos, you don't understand that probably, but Joseph says the golf attempt was 222 from Ralph's birthday. Yep. Casey Jones Astrology says August 12, 2025 will be a Jupiter, Venus, and Sirius conjunction. So watch out for this date, guys. August 12th, 2025, Jupiter, Venus, Sirius conjunction. Remember, those are the three planetary bodies that this Order of the Sun cult, this solar cult, right? They said they would go to Sirius, to Jupiter, or to Venus. And on December 8th next year, on December 8th, they're going to be a Jupiter, Sirius, and Venus conjunction. So that's something to watch for sure. 793 days is 13 times 61, which is 218. Of course, Trump, you guys remember last year on October 4th, there was an emergency alert at 218. Remember, Trump equals 218 in caps. Let's see. Kidda Effects says Helen equals 266. Hurricane Helen equals 846. Well, that's the time of the towers, right? Okay, and Cifrin says 216 is 666. Yep. Yeah, that is insane about the conjunction next year. Honeybee says, another fun fact I learned last night, 23.5 angle or span of years. So I calculated from 9/11 to 23.5 years is March 11th, 2025. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, this whole thing with bad blood is definitely connected to the V words, right? So I wouldn't be surprised. Visionary Vet says they discovered the star of Jacob on 2/22/23. Interesting. So, oh, by the way, Paul, I see you're in the chat. Paul was on my live stream a few days ago, and we were talking about Sirius, and we were talking about whales. His name is Paul. And look at the guy who discovered, who founded the Iams dog food, right? Paul Iams. It was right after we were talking with Paul, I discovered that the guy who founded the dog food Iams is Paul Iams. So I thought that was a crazy sync. And look at this, Paul equals I am. Look at this. Notice that Paul equals I am. In reverse, 23, 22, 58, 14. So yeah, if you take away these two, Paul equals I am. So there's one for you, Paul. It's just so crazy. I was talking to you, and then as soon as I talked to you, I found that. Yep. Richard says my birthday is July 26th. Wow. 726. Yeah, well, yep. And I already mentioned the bat blood, okay? I already mentioned the bat blood. Somebody's saying Operation Blackout by Cyber Reason, a cyber defense firm that ran a simulation on taking out the water systems, food systems, halting elections, and civil war. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, we could have something like that, guys. We could literally have something. I don't know. I'm not saying something is going to happen, but remember, blackout equals 85, okay? I haven't talked about blackouts recently on my channel, but that was a main topic of my channel for a long time. Notice how blackout equals 85. Storm equals 85. Okay, so usually storms cause blackouts. Let's see. Rebecca Carrington says, remember during the illegal Tuskegee experiments, the participants were told that they had bad blood. Oh, yeah. That's right. Thank you for reminding me. The participants in the Tuskegee experiments were told they had bad blood. Ah, how did I miss that? I should have remembered that, man. I need to go back and look at all that now. The study had 201 men, of course. That's perfect. 201 men. And she's also saying that Tuskegee is in Alabama, and Alabama's the also might get hit by the storm. Yeah, I mean, it was very ominous. And again, it's not a coincidence that Donald Trump is returning to Butler on the anniversary of his calm before the storm statement and on the birthday of Taylor Swift. Okay. So, yeah, lots to think about. Thank you guys so much for sharing everything. I'm going to stay on for another 5 or 10 minutes. So if you guys have anything else to say, but again, let's go back to the beginning. I mean, the Jesuits, they're turning 484 months or years old. I just think this is crazy, guys. Jesuits turning 484 years old today or tomorrow. And the Jesuits equals 484. And again, 484 is 22 times 22, which storm equals 22. So, I mean, that's just crazy, man. I also don't think it's a coincidence that the Jesuits were founded on a Friday, and the storm tomorrow is going to be on a Friday, and Trump was born on a Friday. So, yeah, that's another connection. Remember, Friday is a day of Venus, and that's another huge connection. But, yeah. So please be safe out there, guys, with this hurricane. Joseph Aquaviva in the chat. He's probably going to be close to it. Is there any updates, Joseph, on this hurricane? Have you guys seen any updates? But I don't think this is one to mess around with. I really don't. I used to, when I was living in Florida out of my car, I was staying in this area close to where this hurricane's going to hit. Okay, guys, make sure you guys go subscribe to Joseph Aquaviva 2222. He might have some live storm coverage from his home in Florida. So, yeah, just stay safe. We're going to send prayers. Everyone in the chat, let's put a prayer symbol and a heart in the chat for all the people in Florida, that everyone stays safe, okay? Let's put some prayers and stuff out into, and let's just take care of people, hopefully. Somebody in the chat saying, Florida here. I went to Jesuit school. Interesting. So you went to a Jesuit school in Florida. Yeah, it's been upgraded to a category 3. So again, this is no doubt in my mind, this is connected to October 5th, calm before the storm. No doubt in my mind. When we have a birthday, we may light a candle and they create a huge storm. Yeah. Captain Flatastic says, be safe, Floridians. Yes, absolutely. Prayers, much love. Prayers for Joseph Aquaviva too. Much love, bro. My buddy Kelce, he says, Kevin says, love and prayers. Yep. So thank you guys for that. Just gonna put that out and hopefully everything goes well. I1T says, you're great on numbers, Cody and Joseph. Thank you, I1. Appreciate you. God bless you. Guys, I got to show you one last thing before I get off here. I got to show you this. Do you guys remember the decode I did a few days ago? About the 9/11 symbolism? So this is going to blow you guys' mind. I didn't share this with anyone on YouTube yet, but remember this Trump thing with the album cover? Let me see if it'll load here. Okay, so if you guys haven't watched this video, please go watch this whole video I did on this album cover, okay? Okay, you can clearly see the orange juice in front of the towers. When you mirror it and reflect it, it has the 9 and 11 over the falling towers. Trump is the orange man. The president during 9/11 was in Florida. Okay, so you guys go back and watch this whole thing. But what I want to focus on here to add to that decode, this is mind-blowing. Look at this. The lady on the front of that cover, thank you to whoever gave me the name of this lady, but the lady on the front of this cover holding the orange juice in front of the towers is Kate Murtaugh. She died September 10th, 2017, one day before the 16th anniversary of this 9/11. And she was on this cover. And look at this. Her name equals airplane crash. This video, you can't see it very well here, but this album cover is looking out of an airplane. You see the window? It's looking out of an airplane at the towers. And look at this. This lady died 5,843 days after 9/11. 5,843 is the 767 prime number. It was a 767 that hit the towers. I hope you guys understand what I just showed you. I hope you guys understand that. That is freaking crazy, man. Do you guys understand? She died the 767 prime days after 9/11, and there was a 767 that hit the towers. And the cover that she's on is an airplane looking at the towers. I mean, that is absolutely nuts. Out of all numbers, it was the 767. There's millions of numbers. There's millions. And she died that day. It's just insane, man. Yeah, she's wearing a nurse's cap, isn't she? Well, it kind of looks like a nurse's cap. But yeah, that's insane, guys. I can't believe I didn't add that to that decode. But that's just... And her name equals airplane crash. That's another thing. You know, her name actually equals airplane crash. Yeah, that probably is it, dude. But it still doesn't change the fact that she died 767 prime days after 9/11. That's insane to me. But yeah, I needed to share that because... Yeah, Super Trump. Remember, Trump is the orange man. This album came out on the 88th day of the year, like Orange Man equals 88 and Trump equals 88. And she's holding an orange juice in front of the towers. And remember, the towers, they were hit during breakfast. And this album is called Breakfast in America. And George Bush was in the orange state, Florida. And here's another thing I want to show. Anaheim Ducks, New Jersey. Look at this. This is insane, guys. This is clearly connected to Trump, too. Casey and Kevin, my buddy in the chat, he'll like this one. He's a big hockey fan, as am I. But let's look at these new Anaheim Ducks jerseys, and let's just have a little fun with this Donald Trump connection, right? So the Anaheim Ducks Let me pull it up. Hold on. They just changed their jerseys back to the classic duck with the bullet holes. You guys understand this? This is a face mask with holes in it, like bullet holes, with the X behind it. And it's even an eclipse. You guys see the eclipse here? It's the face is going over the, it's making it black, you know? But look, it's the orange. And orange equals 33, remember? Orange equals 33. Right? And so does Anaheim. And see how Anaheim equals Donald Trump? Hold on a second. You guys see how Anaheim equals 33 like orange? And Donald Trump equals Anaheim? Well, this is the Ducks. And why is it orange, guys? Because Trump is the orange man, and Trump is connected to Donald Duck. So you have the Donald Duck connection. You have the one eye symbolism. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out. You have the eclipse symbolism. You have the orange, the 33. Remember, eclipse equals 33, like orange. And you have the clear Donald Trump head wound, the one eye again. I mean, come on. I saw this earlier, and I just had to bring this up because it's pretty clear. So yeah, I just, there's probably more you guys can dig up on this, but I think like there could be it's the Jason mask. Yeah, it's Jason, and you guys know how connected Jason is to Trump, right? Jason, the hockey mask wearer. So yeah. And just to say, my favorite movies growing up was those movies, guys, the Mighty Ducks movies. I love those freaking movies, man. Those are my favorite movies. And I always loved this symbol, you know, but I never knew how coded it was until just today. There's a Donald Duck orange juice? Really? Okay, let me try this. Donald Duck orange juice. Okay. Oh my gosh. Donald Duck orange juice. This is cracking me up right now. Yeah, Joseph says 90s kids love the Mighty Ducks. Yeah, I absolutely loved them, man. If I could have played hockey, if I could go back and redo my life, I'd be a hockey player. But now it's too late. I'm getting too old for that now. Oh yeah, Casey Jones is reminding me that Mercury will be in its 9/11 position on October 4th. So that means Mercury will be in the same degree position as it was on 9/11. Yes, Trump is a Jesuit educated. Yes. Yeah, it's the skull and bones too. The Mighty Ducks logo. That Mighty Ducks logo has so much symbolism, guys. I can't believe there's a Donald Duck orange juice. That's so funny. Let me look at this. Hold on. And remember, when he got shot, he had to duck. Right? You remember when he got shot, right? During look at Donald equals 322. I totally forgot about that. And 119. But anyway, Donald had to duck when he got shot, right? Donald Duck. And you remember how the whole shooter in the Trump thing, Matthew Crooks, he was connected to the 1086, and Donald Duck equals 1086. I think that's funny. Donald Duck orange juice. Donald Duck can't talk. Donald Duck orange juice equals 222 in Sumerian. Oh, equals the date of the election. Interesting. But remember, guys, in the Godfather movies, it's the oranges that are a symbol for death. Remember, whenever you see an orange, in The Godfather, it means that death is coming. See right here? So yeah, that's all connected. And don't forget the Don, like a Godfather, the Donald Trump. Yeah, you guys know. But yeah, I think we've hit on all the important things. Maybe I should do a whole Donald Duck decode. Thank you guys so much for hitting the like buttons. Got 127 likes. Let's see if we can get to 140 before the stream's up. But yeah, anyways, let me know in the comments of the video if you guys have anything else to add. And I'm going to get off here. And yeah, if you guys want to support the channel, please hit the likes. The donation link, Buy Me a Coffee, is at the top if you guys like to donate. I also have a Cash App at Decoding. So yeah, if you guys want to support the channel, thank you guys so much. I did a post yesterday saying how grateful I am for you guys all, and I didn't just say that, you know. I'm super, super grateful. Super grateful for all of you guys, and so happy to have a big decoding family. So we'll see what happens in the next coming days. Everyone out there in Florida, make sure you guys stay safe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. God bless.